Here's how the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives cast is reacting to the news that Jessi Draper and Miranda's ex-husband Chase allegedly hooked up. You guys need to hear what they're saying. So in case you somehow missed the chaos that has happened in the past couple of hours, rumors started that Jessi Draper and Chase McWhorter hooked up. Now, since Chase is Miranda's ex-husband, I assumed that these rumors were completely false because I didn't think Jessi would hook up with one of her friend's exes. But I guess I was wrong because Miranda just posted a video with the caption, "Get ready with me while I process my friend group being a waiting room for my ex-husband." And a ton of members of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives cast have commented on her video. Whitney said, "I have no words." Layla said, "That's my girl." Michaela said, "This week is straight from hell." Macy commented the shocked face emoji. And of course, Jessi's ex-husband Jordan also commented on the video. Which I want to say before I read the comment, this doesn't negate what he allegedly put Jessi through in their marriage. But he said, "Sounds like someone who can't be faithful or loyal even in a friendship. Too bad."
All right, we need to talk about something that a lot of people are pretending they don't understand, but deep down everyone knows is true. If you've been watching The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, then you've probably realized pretty quickly that this show didn't become popular because everything was perfect. It became popular because everything started falling apart in public, and that's exactly why people can't stop watching it.
Not Chase from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives sharing a photo of him and Jessi together to prove that all of this drama is real and the two of them are in fact an item, I guess. This is so crazy. You guys need to see this picture. So as I'm sure you guys all know, the latest Secret Lives of Mormon Wives drama involves Chase and Jessi. A couple days back, Dumois reported that the two of them were spotted kissing at a mutual friend's birthday party. And Miranda, Chase's ex-wife, seemingly confirmed that these rumors were real because she posted apology flowers that Jessi had sent her. So I personally was believing that this was all going down and Chase and Jessi had for sure kissed. But a lot of people online thought this was all being fabricated in hopes that The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives Season 5 would start filming again. A creator named Sav Helbs even posted a video claiming that this was all fake and fabricated drama, and Chase commented on Sav's video. He commented, "Hope this helps," with a photo of him and Jessi.
On the surface, the show looks like another reality series about friendships, motherhood, influencer life, and marriages inside a tight-knit community. But if you actually step back and look at what's happening, you realize the real story isn't just about family life or TikTok fame. It's about the collision between public image and real life. These women built massive followings online by sharing polished versions of their lives as mothers and wives. But the moment cameras started documenting their real relationships, everything became more complicated.
So you're telling me there's something going on between Jessi and Chase from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and Miranda just seemingly confirmed it? What is going on in Utah? Here's everything that we know so far. So a couple hours ago, Dumois posted a blind item that there was something happening between Jessi and Chase, and I truly did not believe it. The blind item says, Jessi Draper and Chase McWhorter both attended a friend's birthday this weekend. They were seen being cozy and later kissing in front of a closer group of people from the party. Now, on Call Her Daddy, Jessi did mention talking to Chase about going through a divorce and bonding with him, but I thought she meant as friends. And honestly, I just feel so bad for Miranda because Miranda just posted a story on IG that seemingly confirmed that something happened between Jessi and Chase. On her story, she wrote, "Received the prettiest flowers just minutes ago," and it's a card from Jessi. The card says, "I completely understand you being upset with me, but I wanted to send you a little something to let you know that I'm thinking about you and I am so, so sorry, Jessi."
And that's where the MomTok community comes in. Before there was a Hulu show, there was a group of Mormon influencers on TikTok who gained attention for their family, content, and friendships. But the moment that changed everything happened in 2022 when Taylor Frankie Paul made a viral confession during a live stream. She revealed that she and her then husband had participated in what she called soft swinging with a group of married friends. According to her, the couples had agreed to swap partners in certain situations, but had established boundaries about how far things could go. The scandal exploded online when Taylor admitted she had crossed one of those boundaries and developed feelings for one of the husbands involved. That moment completely changed how people saw the group. Suddenly, the women who had built their reputations around family values and motherhood were at the center of a conversation about complicated relationships and broken trust. And once the internet became obsessed with the story, it didn't take long for producers to realize there was a much bigger narrative here. The result was The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, a show built around the idea that behind every polished social media image, there are real, messy, human lives. But the swinging scandal was only the beginning. Once the show started filming, viewers quickly realized that the drama inside the group was much deeper than one viral confession. One of the most serious incidents involved Taylor again during a 2023 argument with her then-boyfriend, Dakota Mortensen. According to reports, the confrontation escalated into a domestic situation where police were called after Dakota alleged that Taylor had thrown metal chairs toward him during the argument while children were present in the home. The fallout from that incident became a central storyline on the show, reminding viewers that what they were watching wasn't scripted drama. It was real people dealing with real consequences. Taylor's relationship with Dakota would continue to be one of the most volatile dynamics in the series. After her divorce from her first husband, Tate Paul, she began dating Dakota, but the relationship quickly became complicated. At one point, she learned that Dakota had been seeing another woman at the same time their relationship began. According to the show, he later admitted that he had downplayed the situation and lied about how serious that connection was. The couple would reconcile and break up multiple times, creating an emotional cycle that became one of the most talked about arcs in the show. But Taylor's story isn't the only controversy surrounding the cast. Another major storyline involved Whitney Levitt and her husband, Connor. Rumors began circulating that Connor had been using Tinder during their marriage, which initially made it appear as though he had cheated. Whitney later explained that while there had been inappropriate conversations and exchanges of photos, the deeper issue involved what she described as Connor's struggle with pornography addiction. The revelation created tension within their marriage and the friend group, but the couple ultimately attempted to work through the issue and repair their relationship. Even smaller stories within the show managed to attract significant attention. For example, cast member Jen Affleck mentioned that her husband Zach might be related to actor Ben Affleck. At first, the claim seemed like a fun fact, but once fans started questioning whether the connection was actually real, the story took on a life of its own. Eventually, Zach admitted that the supposed relationship had mostly been a running joke in the family rather than something they had verified. What might have been a harmless anecdote suddenly became another example of how quickly a casual statement can spiral into a public debate when cameras and audiences are involved. Then there's the situation involving Jessi Draper and her marriage to Jordan Ngoti Kaora. During filming connected to another reality series appearance in Italy, rumors began circulating that Jessi had become romantically involved with another reality personality, Marciano Brunet. Jessi later admitted that something had happened between them, but described it as primarily emotional rather than physical. The confession placed enormous strain on her marriage and created tension among the group of friends featured on the show. The situation escalated even further when Jordan filed for divorce in 2026. Around the same time, Jessi publicly accused him of emotional abuse and alleged that he had used escort services during their relationship. Suddenly, what began as a rumor about a brief affair had turned into a full public breakup involving serious accusations and competing narratives about what actually happened inside the marriage. If you step back and look at all of these situations together, a pattern starts to appear. Every major storyline on the secret lives of Mormon wives revolves around the same central theme: the difference between the image people present to the world and the reality they're actually living. The women involved built their followings by sharing curated versions of their lives online, videos about parenting, friendship, and everyday routines. But once those lives became the focus of a reality show, the cracks in that polished image became impossible to ignore. And that's why the show resonates with viewers. Beneath the influencer lifestyle and the viral TikTok videos, the cast members are dealing with the same complicated issues that many people face in private: trust, betrayal, personal mistakes, and the pressure to maintain relationships under stress. The difference is that these moments are happening in front of millions of viewers who are analyzing every decision. But here's where things get uncomfortable. Because once real life becomes part of a reality show, the line between documenting events and turning them into entertainment becomes very blurry. Arguments become episodes, breakups become storylines, personal struggles become something audiences discuss online. And yet none of these controversies have destroyed the show. If anything, they've made it more popular. Every scandal brings new viewers, new headlines, and new debates about what's really happening behind the scenes. The same events that critics say should end the series are the events that keep people talking about it. That's the strange paradox at the center of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. The scandals that threaten the cast members' personal lives are also the reason the show continues to succeed. Because controversy attracts attention, and attention is the currency that drives reality television. So when people ask why the show keeps getting bigger despite all the drama, the answer is actually simple. The friendships are complicated, the relationships are messy, and the conflicts feel real enough that viewers become emotionally invested in what happens next. That's the real secret behind the series. It isn't just about Mormon culture or influencer life. It's about how quickly real life can turn into content once millions of people are watching. When that happens, every moment becomes part of a story, whether the people involved want it to be or not. And once that line disappears, separating private life from entertainment becomes almost impossible. That is the reality check.